Yeah, correct. This that my topic was about introduce how the um, quite suddenly the center of the attention turned to the Russian-Ukraine conflict, and as I said, Yurushakov, the Ukraine crisis. This is already this is we have by fact the real exactly term Ukraine crisis. Oh, Jesus. But the main story here, um, one day Donald Trump said and made Russian messengers, for example, um, announced retelling retelling how the Donald Trump have said about the Vladimir Putin have the antipathy to the Vladimir Zelensky. But official position, this is Kremlin have as a team have the antipathy to the Zelensky's office. To have, we must also understand that the average ages of the Kremlin's politicals and the average ages of the Christiatic have differences, and so the but Zelensky mm, had the victory election against Poroshenko, but Vladimir Putin, 25 years, have a power, and suddenly he campaign a re-election. This is all bureaucratic processes. Uh, sunlight, sundown, and boarding process on boarding, but this is another. It's not very interesting. But mm, Europe certainly needs a future as future as Zelensky, and certainly the Europe and currently US President Donald Trump have differences approaches with the Ukraine. This is not, but for the sake of the West civilization, United States, Trump administration, and the European Union, including UK and non-members of Europe, have the stop victory, stop the not victory, stop battle in Ukraine due to the hundred thousands lives have this. So the certainly the uh, uh, I'd like to remember how the physics member of the British Parliament right now known former Prime Minister of the Tory, previously the Rishi Sunak, Liz Truss, in the January of 22 arrived into the Moscow and have a visit in the university and etc. And telling with the Russian politicians about the concentration, Russian tanks and another ground forces along border of the certainly, this is a story was the intelligence trip of British Prime Minister, and right now all is trust, even the non-membership of the British House, and West and Biden administration get the information for the first evidences witness of for the real mood and political situation in Kremlin and surrounded surrounding. So the 5 in the morning, 5 o'clock a.m. Local time, and 24th of April, Russia started so-called Operation Special Military, then political name Special Military Operation for denazification, demilitarization. Uh, this operation have a long for time. During Vladimir Putin will tell the 1st of September to Xi Jinping about how the 50 countries of the West have put Ukraine, but Russia have only one and half allies, maybe Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. About Kazakhstan here, there is only one other the rear strategic rear for the contact for the window into the another world, and China understand this situation. By the way, when was the first Kazakhstani president Nursultan Nazarbayev, he have attention how the Chinese business are buying the agricultural land in the Kazakhstani territory. And Nazarbayev kept the law how the Chinese entrepreneurs have not right to buy lands in the overseas in the state along the Chinese and Kazakhstani border borderlines. And after this is law, we have information about the buying Chinese agricultural business lands in the Kazakhstani territory. So the and right now the Russia need to the care of the Kazakhstan. This is a real, as I told above, window into the not into Europe for another piece, another world, and including certainly Europe and even the United States. So the until Russia have contact, immediate connection and communication with China by the ground, big ground forces. So let's return to the Ukraine, and the first task of the Russian military operation in Ukraine was to the withdraw of the contact of the Crimea and the to direction straight direct water from the Dnieper River to the Crimea by the so-called North Crimea Channel, and certainly to take the Zaporizhia atomic plant, one of the biggest electricity power in the Europe, atomic certainly. And so this is by the amazing and astonish the resistance of Ukraine. This is a plan including the parachute descent near Kiev. This is a plan had collapsed, and one of the right solution of the Russian Kremlin. This shows how the um, Russian Desert Forces evacuated parachute descent out of the suburb of Kiev, 40 kilometers. Chernihiv, Kharkiv, etc. Um, so this is the beaches losses. Parachute descent, I think, since those period never to use in this is conflict, not due to the beach losses. And so the and next year, next year, Ukraine forces, the second year, Ukraine forces have attempted to the counteroffensive, uh, counteroffensive, but the and here this is a very important. This is a counteroffensive. Ukraine forces under the leadership of Zelensky uh, prepare how they and Ukraine get tanks, even the 40, 31 Abrams, about 200 Leopard 100 and second, and another armored techniques. And certainly the and certainly the forces Soravihin meanwhile uh, mm, built teeth of the dragons, and the main weapon was defense weapon was the miners, biggest miners, and Ukraine forces almost have not this is anti-mines, anti-mines means. And certainly, it's very interesting. Russian army have not offensive and another offensive operation against Ukraine forces, and simply has been waiting, and the 4th of the June, the 4th of the June 23, Ukraine started the counteroffensive. The main direction to the Berdyansk Mariupol. So this is a strategic idea suffered for the have not the real forces, especially anti-mines, means defense, air defenses, and tanks, armored techniques, etc. But Russia tactic was the main idea was to the keep defense due to that the offensive army, offensive military forces, more losses than the defense troops. So it's a very long story. I will continue. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.